sister moved out of my mom's basement. So yeah, I quit my job and I moved. So I had a bunch of stuff pre-filmed and I haven't filmed since then. So that explains why we're in a different background. I literally, my lighting's really bad right now, but I made some makeshift stuff. So yeah, there's probably a lot of shadows, but I always feel like for ASMR, the lighting doesn't need to be perfect. It's more about the sound. Although there's like this humming in the background, so I do apologize for that as well. It's the furnace. It's just really cold today, so in a couple days that should go away. So yeah, this is my first run at filming, which is a little nerve-wracking. Because I can like hear this humming, but I think because it's consistent, you'll be able to drown it out, I hope. Anyway, I quit my job and I moved. I just felt like it. I don't know what to say. It was like this spur, like not really a spur, but it was kind of like I'm sick and tired of always doing what everyone else expects from me, and I want to make a choice for myself that isn't necessarily going to be one that everyone else likes, because I basically had to tell my family that, yeah, I'm quitting my job at Victoria's Secret. Sorry, I call her Vicky. I used to talk about it, but then I realized people could find me super easily if I did, so I had to stop. So yeah, I quit my job at Vicky's Secret, and moved back to where I grew up with my sister. She bought a house. Well, not my sister, they bought a house. That's a hard one to talk about. And I am going to attempt to hopefully make ASMR full-time, and some other things. I have a couple things up my sleeve. So yeah, I'm thinking about getting a Patreon. Just for those who want it, just because I'm gonna have the time and I might as well. And I do have my custom videos open up, so you can email me, help me pay my rent. Basically, I just made a decision for myself, and I'm really nervous right now, and I'm really hoping that like I didn't make a huge mistake. But the thing is that I'm lucky enough in a position where if I realized, yeah, I'm a dumb bitch and I made a mistake, that I can undo it fairly easily. Like, I'm privileged enough that my family will help me and all that kind of thing. So yeah, I also haven't worn makeup in over a week, so that's cool. I'm probably gonna mess it up. Yeah, so I took a plunge, and because every decision I have ever made in my whole life has been based off of what other people want me to do and who other people think I am, honestly. Like, I have always just made the safe decisions and done what everyone else wanted me to do, and it got me absolutely nowhere. It got me with a bachelor's degree, working retail, and absolutely being treated, well, not being appreciated. I wasn't treated poorly, but I was just really good at what I was doing, because it was just too easy for me, and then they took advantage of that. So that, yeah. So basically, I guess I made a decision for myself, and my family doesn't really understand. My sister does. Like, they got me, obviously, because they let me move in with them, but the rest of my family doesn't really understand what I'm doing, and they're like very skeptical, but they're being like the kind of skeptical success stories of people leaving abuse, and like the way that healing isn't linear with that kind of thing. Like I'm over it. I don't have like feelings for that person anymore. Like it's not an issue, but it's like super surprising. It's super surprising that the ways that it still like comes up and like bites you when you are least expecting it. Like you'll be minding your own business and then suddenly you're like triggered by something and you have to like figure that out. So for me, I feel more like myself in a really long time. And I also feel like, because I was in this relationship from the ages of 18 to 21, 22, the line's a little blurry. So I was like in this relationship where a lot of my young adulthood, like actual adulthood, and I always felt like I was super far behind and like everyone else that I had gone to high school with. Sorry, I was opening my powder. I was saying that like everyone else I had gone to high school with, because they, you know, hadn't had to deal with what I had went through. They were like so much farther ahead in their lives, and I always just felt like I was a failure and that like I was never gonna get anywhere, because no matter what I did, I could never get past what I was going through at the time. Thankfully now I do feel like I am finally moving forward, which feels so good, like so good. I feel like I'm like, you know, finally a person again, because it was just so hard, and I couldn't get out of that feeling for so many years, and so I wasn't really living, I was just alive and going through the motions, and that was really hard, and I'm really hard on myself, so I felt like I was a failure and that I was never gonna get anywhere from it. And now I'm feeling like I'm finally getting somewhere. I still feel behind, but I know that like I learned lessons that these people are gonna learn later in life, and I just learned them earlier. So yeah, I guess that's it. And I want to be like transparent about that, because I think your 20s can be really hard if you're in your 20s and you feel like you aren't where your peers are at. Don't feel bad. Nobody has it together. I have to tell myself that it looks like they do, but they probably feel exactly like I do. Well, probably a little bit different, but you know what I mean? Like they feel similarly. Oh my gosh, I went with way more coverage than I was intending to. That's out of habit. Oh my god. But yeah, basically, it's just been like also a really emotional time for me, because I've been having to face a lot of these feelings that I was obviously ignoring, because that's so much easier than dealing with them, and now I have to sort of deal with them. Anyways, so I moved in with my sister. I've been here for like 4 or 5 days, and I finally got my stuff put together. We're getting internet today, so hopefully I'll have this up, because it's Tuesday today. I normally upload on Tuesdays, but hopefully I'll have it for Wednesday, and then I'll try to get a video for Thursday, and then hopefully just kind of like keep up with my regular schedule. Yeah, I might try to upload like a couple more times a week, like extra things, but we'll see how it goes, because I do have other things in the works, not just ASMR, although it's kind of like my goals in life, honestly. Also, before like anyone comes at me and they're like, you just like quit your job and moved and think you're just gonna like make ASMR with your 3,000 subscribers, I don't judge you for feeling that way, obviously. I did save up a lot of money in preparation for this, so I've got money in the bank and my bills are paid. So yeah, I've always, like, you know, financially always tried to make the right decisions. I'm also very frugal. I'm a Taurus, so I save money and then I buy like really big expensive things. I love saving money, and I also just feel like someone else's financial situation is not really anyone else's business. I also only have to worry about myself. I don't have like a family. I don't have to worry about my parents, because they're both So I basically just have to worry about myself. So if I mess anything up, I'm the only one going down for it. So I feel like that's important to note, that I only am going to harm myself if this goes south. I can just hear that faint humming in the background and I feel so guilty, but whatever. I'm gonna try to figure it out. I put it, like, my filming stuff in the corner opposite of where it was the loudest, and I have the mic on the setting where you can only hear like this part's where it's picking up. So I'm hoping it's not that loud, and I'm hoping it's not that annoying. Like, maybe it'll just lull you to sleep. Anyways, I felt like I had a lot more to say, but basically I made a decision for myself that other people didn't like, and my family doesn't understand. My mom is beside herself, but she's letting me be an adult because I'm 25 years old. So, you know, she can't really do anything, but she's really worried. And I keep trying to tell her, like, girl, you don't have to worry. Like, just trust me, it'll be okay. And I told her, I was like, I have money in the bank. And basically we made this pact that if this doesn't work out for me, I'll move back in with her and I'll go to school for like some arbitrary thing, like a legal assistant or something, and I'll go do that, and I will just shut up and become an adult. So there's that. The furnace turned on, and I have a really strong feeling it's gonna be really loud. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna figure it out. I don't know what to do right now. I was talking about something, and I don't remember what it was. Should I close the vent? Okay, I remember. Oh, this video is a bit of a mess, and I knew that was gonna happen. So, it's more of an update than like a good ASMR video. In my defense, so basically, I did move out of my mom's house. We've established that, but it was such a good place to film because the house was really new. It's only like 3 years old build. So it was really, really quiet, like so quiet. I really lucked out with filming, and it was like on an acreage, so there was basically no noise from like the street or anything, unless like my mom or my stepdad or my dogs were making said noise. And now I've moved into a much older house, and it just has noises, and that's just, it's been a bit upsetting, but my happiness is important as well. I don't know, so it's no big deal. It's just something that I'm gonna have to get around, which it's fine. Like I said, it's totally fine. It's just like really frustrating. Oh, I remember what I was gonna say. The thing that I did want to talk about is I feel like I sort of touched on it, but I'm very scattered-brained because my brain's always much further ahead, and then I feel like nothing makes sense. But I was gonna say that I learned a valuable lesson when I used to talk about, sorry, I need to get a better angle. Actually, I'm gonna go do my eyebrows, and hopefully the furnace turns off, and then I will get back to you all. Okay, I went and did my eyebrows. I'm just gonna like do mascara and stuff. I just don't feel like doing more than that, but I was talking about how I had learned a valuable lesson, and basically the valuable lesson, because when I first started my channel, I was like super open about where I'd worked and like all that kind of stuff, and then I kind of got a little regretful of it because I was working at Victoria's Secret. I was really, really good at my job, I will admit. literally, I could have basically worked there for the rest of my life. I basically had to stop myself from taking higher positions and better paying things, and I was just like, it's fine if that had been what I wanted, but it wasn't what I wanted, and it was like getting handed to me, and I was like, I could either choose like this super easy path that I'm already on, and like my life would be set, or I can go chase my dreams and, you know, be scared, because, you know, I'm terrified right now, but nobody ever grew or accomplished things while being comfortable, and I was very comfortable. So yeah, that's where I'm at. And I think it's important to share that sort of thing, and if I crash and burn, at least I crashed and burned because I took a chance, and I think that that's important. Like, it's literally life, it's not so deep, but people always make it seem that way. I don't know what else to say. I'm focused on my eyelashes. My eyelashes are quite long and already dark, but they just don't curl no matter what I do. Hard to believe when I was in high school, I would have like a huge wing eyeliner on and just mascara. It looked silly, but whatever. It's starting to rain and it's kind of loud. There's so many noises in this video. Oh, I'm so annoyed. So yeah, basically, I also want to start making TikToks. I made a TikTok. It's in my description box if you want to follow me there. It is going to be like ASMR. And then I'm probably going to make like a different account. Probably the account that I already like had and was watching TikToks on. And just like make regular TikToks. I think that would be fun. And follow me on Instagram, because I'm going to start using my Instagram again. Because I'd stopped, but I would like to start again, if that makes sense. Yeah, I have a plan. I'm a woman with a plan, not a man. Well, I could be. Gender's not really binary like we pretend it is. I'm trying so hard to get my lashes to just behave. Ugh. Anyways, I don't really know what else to say. I just like, you know, life update, and the gist is I quit my job where I was set for life. Although, who wants to work retail for life? Anyway, I was set for life, and then I said, no, I refuse. So, that's cool. And yeah, my family they're being supportive. It makes it sound like they're not, but like I can tell that they're all secretly worried and like probably have all been talking about me behind my back, which is fine. No biggie, no skin off my back. Oh no, I didn't mean to do that. My bad. Anyways, just stay tuned for more updates. I just feel like I thought I had so much to say, and maybe I did, and I just didn't say it, and I don't realize that I didn't say it, but that's okay. It'll come out in the future. I also feel so silly. I had like so many freckles, and then I was planning on not wearing a lot of foundation, and then the coverage just accidentally built itself up. I had nothing to do with it. Also, this is the best $18 I've ever spent on a makeup product that I didn't expect was going to be so small. Like, I love Freck. It's my favorite